We're gonna do a song that you never heard before.
The volume.
Here they come and get wicked. Here we go again.
Yo, what's going on? This is the Slash Brothers podcast. I am your host, Ace Kennedy, and today is such a special edition. We're going to get into a whole bunch. We're going to get into a little bit of NBA talk. You know, we got to talk about with the NBA, the Embid situation with Ben Simmons. We're going to talk about the Lakers. We're going to get into a little bit of everything when it comes to NBA, but this is a special pod because we are actually going to talk to two of the most talented artists in Oklahoma City right now. My boy YO and of course Ben Rich. We're gonna talk to them from All Red. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. But yeah, we got so much to talk about. You know how we do it on a Friday. Let's kick it.
Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers podcast, the greatest podcast.
If you smell what the
Brothers podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Try Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine.
Like I said, this is the Slash Brothers podcast, the Friday edition, TGIF. And yo, we gonna do it like we always do it by starting out with what was the best thing we saw this week. Charles will be joining us pretty soon. He's got some family things going on, but he will be joining us. And like I said, this is a special podcast. We're gonna have the All Red Boys on, and yeah, we're gonna hear what they got going on. This is October, so we are doing our Artist Month, where we're gonna be focused on new artists that you may not have heard before, or artists that are well established. Hey, it's going to be an incredible month, and we're so excited to be bringing these artists to you so that you can learn more about them, find out where you can pick up their music, you can watch videos, all of that. We just want to link you with them. And yeah, so the best thing that I've seen this week, this is Friday, it has to be for me, it would have to be finding out that there's still good people in this world. So I told y'all couple of months ago, whatever, that just got a car for Deuce for him going to college. And one of the things is when we went back out there was a part that they were supposed to put on his car, and they got it. And so when he got the part in, hold on, let's bring him my brother. Let's bring him my brother. He getting situated, but let's go ahead and bring him on in. CV.
Ace Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What's happening?
What's happening with you, boy?
Man, I'm trying to let me try to figure out somewhere where I can prop my phone up at, man.
You good? I'm gonna put you on mute till you get situated. I'm telling them what the best part of the week was for me.
Let's do it.
So yeah, like I was saying, finding out there's still good people in the world. Like I said, when I bought Deuce this car, we knew from the jump that there was a part that they were having come in for the vehicle. So once he got the part in, he called, we got it all set, situated. And while we were doing that, we found out there was actually something else broke on the car. So I was like, well, look, if I buy the part, can I, just bring it up here and have you put it in? I'll pay you to do it or whatever. He said, nah, I'm about to go and do another run. He said, if I'll pick up the part and if I got it, then when you come pick up the title next week, basically I will, get it put in for you free of charge. And sure enough, went up there today, man, got the part put in. Boom, Deuce is good to go. It's just incredible to still see some good people. I like doing business with people who are good people. So shout out to Dorian. And yeah, got my boy straight. But yeah, this is the Friday edition. Charlie, what's the best thing you seen this week, bro?
Hey, so I'm gonna keep it I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, man. The best thing I've seen all week. Yesterday was my son's birthday, man. So I was yeah, man. Yeah, it's good for my dude, man. It was real cool, man, that for starters, I was able to find him some J's that he wanted. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, I was able to it's surprised to me, right, that we have like a little get together for him tomorrow. And
Mhm.
what's real dope, man, is that the Kicks is gonna be here in time. They're gonna be here tomorrow. I thought they wasn't gonna get here until like next week or something.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I was able to go ahead and get him for him in time, though, man, so he can kind of they was his birthday shoes, and you know what I'm saying, wearing them on your birthday weekend at least inspired and said, all right, I got them next week, you know. So that's
Right.
cool, man. And so right now I'm coming live from the Sparkles parking lot because he is having like they have a school fundraiser night. And so, of course, he hyped. He got his little squad out here, though, man. And then, so we out here doing a thing. And then tomorrow, of course, is his birthday get together, though, man. So the best thing that I've seen this week is celebrating my dude, though, man. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, since he couldn't wait to put the shoes on that I got him.
right, right. So yeah. He couldn't wait, and he didn't already warn him a couple times. I was surprised he waited as long as
Yeah.
he did. But yeah, every time he get him, he flexing on him though.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's going on with this? I mean, is this more smoke with this MB stuff, bro? What's the deal with that?
Oh man, so listen, it's incredibly get it's so here's what's funny though, right? So I think the thing that's real interesting about this Ben Simmons issue, right, is that it's growing because now, you know, camps are starting and everything, right? And so here
Mhm.
it is. Ben Simmons said, "Hey, I'm not coming to camp." You know what I'm saying? And so since Ben Simmons didn't come to camp, now they're asking all the questions about, you know, Ben Simmons. So
Yeah.
Joel Embiid comes on and basically has a, I don't know if it was a keeping it real gone wrong moment or what. Hang on one second. I'm trying to get my headphones here in here. Anywho, though, man. So Ben Simmons has a no, sorry, Joel Embiid has a keeping it real kind of moment where he says, "Listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only focused on the people who are actually here. I'm not concerned about the people who ain't." But I think
Right.
the funny thing about it is that he says, "Bro, I think that it's like disrespectful that he's not here, considering that basically in the past." We basically built our teams to cater to him, right? He was like, you know, hey, we had Jimmy Butler, and we basically let go Jimmy Butler, which he said he disagreed with, but he said we let go Jimmy Butler because Ben felt like he, you know, was better with the ball in his hand, and they picked up Al Horford and all this other stuff that he said. So he's just like, bro, we done made all these moves over here for you, and so he was like, yo. And I thought to myself, I knew Ben Simmons wasn't coming back, but that made it all the way official that boy is like, nah, I'm not coming nowhere around there, bro. I thought that
Yeah.
it was honest, but at the same time, it's almost like, bro, you could have gave him the 80-20 then, right? So
Yeah.
I thought that it was crazy, bro.
Well, it's funny to me because it was one of those things. Like I'm sure the organization had the play nice moment. It was like, look, we need y'all to say all the right stuff, do all the
Mm-hmm.
right things, and then I guess MB was like, look, nah, he ain't here. We tried to go fly out there and see him. It's over. Forget it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Joel
but
Embiid
look,
was like, nah, I think Joel Embiid. And listen, I can kind of, part of me is thinking like, if I'm Joel Embiid, if he's the team captain, I guess I can kind of understand why he would take that stance, though, right?
yeah,
But I think at the same time, though, it's like, all right, if you really do want him back, though, man, I guess Joel Embiid is like, listen, I'm not going to kiss his butt to get him back. So I don't know. It's an interesting situation, though, man, because what happened on top of that is that is Ben Simmons, they're holding his money. So he was supposed to be due like a roster check of like $8 million if he just by just showing up. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
since he wasn't gonna be there, the boy just said, nah, man. They was like, well, we gonna put this in an escrow account, right? And they were saying that this escrow account is for, if they were if he got fined or something like that, then that's where it would go. But the homie Ben Simmons is basically $8 million that he's not getting right off the cuff though. So I was just like, yo,
Yeah. But the thing
that
is,
makes it
though,
even more complicated.
it does, but I think that was what he knew going into it. That was what it was going to be. I'm sure that, Rich Paul being his agent, I'm sure they already outlined everything that was going to happen, everything that that the 76ers were capable of doing. So he knew that going into it. So
Right.
it was no surprise, because there was even a post that was made to where he liked the comment where they said the Philly may not even pay him or whatever the case may be. So he knew what was up, man. It's one of those things, I guess. It's like, look, this is what's necessary in order to make it happen. But man, yeah,
Yeah.
we
I mean,
gonna definitely jump back into it. We're gonna go ahead and bring in one of our special guests. I go back with these dudes, bro. We back for the Air Force era, bro. And we've been doing music for such a long time. And these dudes are some of the premier artists here in Oklahoma City. Anytime there's some big shows popping up, these dudes is on. It's funny because we end up being on the shows together. And it's just amazing to see the growth, because I mean, bro, just listening to their music is funny because when you listen to like the whole style of the Migos and how they have the triple flow, and a lot of songs that are rap are starting to sound like R&B or whatever the case may be, bro, they were doing that before I heard the Migos them doing it. And the thing is that I'm dead serious. Like I heard them doing this stuff way before then, because when I would go to shows and hear them, I'd be like, bro, this is so different. And since then I started hearing all the major artists doing it. So I want to dive into some of that. But we got YO with us right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on. Y'all show my boy some love.
hey,
Here we go.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening with it?
yes, sir.
What's
Hey,
going on, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Good.
what's going on with you,
Man.
bro?
Not a lot, man. Just working. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You always busy, man. Always busy. I just seen you drop them them prices yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Was that's that? Is it that Fat Joe saying yesterday's price is not today's price?
Exactly right, brother. You're exactly right.
so, YO, just for a little bit, bro. Where are you originally from, man? And how long were you in the military? Like what? Like let's get into it, bro.
I'm originally from the state of Maryland. I'm from this small town right on the eastern shore of Maryland called Cambridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I did 6 years. I did one enlistment in the Air Force and decided it wasn't for me and got out, and I got the Air Force to pay for my school, of course. And I went to school for production and got that degree, and here we are today.
That's what's up, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
where did your love for music come from?
Oh, that's a good question. I probably have to say my mother. My mom, as long as I remember, like my mom's always been in love with music, and she would like drive around and be singing in the car and all wild, and backing in the driveway late at night. And she got the music blasting and singing every word, and I'm just in the back seat just observing. Yeah, and of course on the other side of things, she kept us in church every Sunday, and we sang in the choir, me and my brother, and it's a mixture of things in there with it.
So what would you say your musical influences come from? Like as far as like people you listen to that you kind of took that and then made it into your own style?
Definitely Jay-Z. That's a big one. Definitely Lil Wayne. That's a huge one. I like a lot of R&B as well. So I mean, like people like Michael Jackson, Prince. Even coming into the new era, Chris Brown. Like Chris Brown is a beast. Not many people know about this dude, but Eric Bellinger. Eric
Oh,
Bellinger is a
we
dope
definitely know
writer.
about Eric B, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
know
Eric
about it.
Bellinger is
I hear
amazing,
the
man.
arrangements. I hear the arrangements from y'all. I see the influence. That's huge. That's huge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, let me ask you this though. This is one of the things that Ace and I talk about, and I'd be curious to hear your perspective of it as well. But with today's music being so very high consumption, right?
Mhm.
So you can have the hottest song today, and then tomorrow there's a new TikTok trend that's basically made this person's new song the hottest thing that just replaced that previous thing that was the hottest thing yesterday, right?
Mhm.
So as an artist though, how do you compete with the high consumption scene of music these days?
Um. Well, really two different answers. Number one, I really don't try to compete at all. Like I don't even really pay attention uh to other artists as far as mainstream, unless it's one of the people that I mentioned. But um, on the other side of it is I study the game. Like I study the trends. I study what's going on. I study what people like. I listen to the things that people say that are around me, like certain sayings that people say, expressions, and I flip that and put it into music and make it sound relevant, just like the radio. And there you go.
That's what's up. Yo, bro, if you had to look back over your entire catalog, what
Mhm.
would you say is the biggest song that you have?
The biggest song that I have.
Yeah, like the one that you said this is the most, like this is the one that either put me on, or this is the one that's the hottest one that I feel right now. Like which one is your go-to? If they like, yo, we want the playlist, what's the song that you go to from your catalog? Which one is that?
It would probably have to be probably one of my latest ones, like
Mhm.
the Flowers remix,
Yeah,
either that or the original one,
yeah.
or the song that I did with my late cousin, rest in peace, Ra Ra. He did a hook before
Mhm.
he passed away, and he sent it to me, and I did a verse to it, and
Yeah.
we never got to shoot the video to it, and he ended up passing away. So
Mm.
I asked his family, which is my cousins, to let me put the song on my album, on my personal project. So I put a
Yeah.
second verse on it and just kept his hook on there. Ended up being probably one of the biggest songs on my streaming platforms, and it's called Pick a Side. But probably one of those two.
Now you mentioned that you went to school and got your production degree. Where did you go?
I went to the ACM UCO,
Okay.
what's it called? The Academy of Contemporary Music,
Okay.
UCO. Yep.
That's what I think is dope about that, because I know how much you guys believe in your product, and the fact in believing in investing in you guys itself. Like you,
Mhm.
that's huge for y'all, because you're sort of like me and Charles, where we do everything by ourselves, like from mixing to
Exactly.
mastering to recording videos to editing. Like we do everything from scratch. And so the thing is that you guys are really big on doing that in all red. And so I think that's dope that you took that next step, because me and Charles aren't we haven't taken any classes as far as mixing and mastering. And that's the one thing that I respect about you and Ben, as far as the fact that y'all took that next step. Because I remember I called Ben one day, like, yo, bro, I'm trying, I need to know what you're doing. Like the sound that you guys have is incredible. Like, and my thing is
Thank you.
I'm one of those dudes. I don't care about giving people knowledge. My thing is I don't get into the wars, like the Oklahoma wars, where they like, oh, I'm the king of Oklahoma, and I'm doing
Hmm.
it. Like, bro, we in the same, we performing at the same place. Stop. Like,
Exactly.
so I'm just like,
Exactly.
for me, I'm all about sharing what I know, and I don't care that I don't know everything. That if you can learn something every day, and the fact that you guys took that next step and went to school for it, I respect that about y'all's craft, because you can tell in y'all sound. Even y'all made a post the other day talking about automation is everything, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like little bitty stuff like that. I pay attention to what you guys is doing. I love watching y'all's videos. Like I said, just seeing your growth from where you guys started and where you guys are at now, it's incredible, man. So salute to y'all and to everything that you're doing.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And let's go back to that song I mentioned earlier called Flowers. It's giving people that right there, that love and appreciation while they're still here and able to receive it. And I really do appreciate you putting me on here and bigging me up like that. But yeah,
Absolutely.
man, I just figured, man, like if I got the opportunity to have free schooling from the military, I said, you know what, I'm gonna just do it straight from music like that. That's what I love to do. I'm not gonna be, breaking my back my whole life, because you know how I was in there. But I just made it happen, man. And it never felt like school ever, except for like, the basic classes, prerequisites and stuff. But once you got to the music part, it never ever felt like school. It was such an amazing process the whole time. You'll love it.
Let me ask you this though. As an independent artist, right? Since you guys seem to very much take the approach like us doing everything in the house though, like what are the difficult parts, right, of being independent?
The difficult parts. I would mostly say like financing and maybe promotion and having a real, solid group of people around you that are like professional and know exactly what they're doing. I would probably say that. And time, I would probably say time. Having time to do everything and still trying to manage a normal life at the same time.
That makes sense, man, because we me and Charles, we got kids too. And I mean, like I mean, even now, he ain't even in studio because he out with his young king, I'm saying, out there for the birthday. So it's definitely one of those things. It's just the grind and the dedication. But what I do love, like I said, being in the city, I don't play the city games. It's dope to just see y'all when I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all the real ones. You know what I'm saying? I know where y'all came from, and like I said, just to see the growth from then until now. I mean, the music has always been dope, and I mean, and y'all are high energy. Y'all got the whole package. Like if anybody's listening to anything that's on the radio, they listening to y'all. And so that's the thing. It's like top notch production, the sound quality, everything, bro. Like I respect y'all so much, man, and I'm so grateful that you took the time to be on with us. What's up, Charlie?
Oh, I got a question. You just made you had me think about something. You had me think about something because I just want to. Do you think so? This is a thing that Ace and we run into, right? So, do you feel like you get the support that your talent warrants? Is there? We've always found, right, where Ace will put out a song and somebody be like, "That's you," or they'll be like, "Oh, yo, that sounds pretty good. That sounds dope," as if it's a surprise because it's you. So, do you feel like you get the kind of support that you really feel your talent should actually get? Because I've heard some of the stuff that y'all do, and it's as dope as anything else that you might hear on radio, on streaming platforms. So, but does that does the talent and support match at this point for y'all?
For me, I don't think it does. I don't think and that's not even to sound cocky or anything. I don't think my support is even like half of like my talent. And I mean, that's just being real. And for as long as I've been doing it, I mean, I feel like I used to get more support before I was even like public with my music. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean that's the reality of it. But support can come from strangers more abundantly than it can come from your own people. So I mean, I'm all about meeting people and just letting people know that I do music and letting them hear it. And when it's a surprise from them, I'm genuinely like happy about it because they don't know me. So I mean,
but let me ask you, why do you think that's the case, right? Because we talked about high consumption music, like in general, right? We run into the same issue, right? And I've always been curious about what other artists, what other independent artists, why they feel like that's the case. Like why is it so hard for someone to get behind what you're doing if it's great quality?
Especially when, like you said, they know you, because it's one of those things you look and you'll see somebody on your feed that's somebody that know, right? And they'll post something about Chris Brown, or they'll post something about this person, or like, oh, I just got this person's album. But then when it come to your stuff, it's just like, oh, but that's, but that's a mod. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what what is the missing link with that, man? Like, what do you think?
I think it's probably that crabs in the bucket mentality. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want you to, get too far without them. And then when you eventually do get to that level, and then you ain't even bothered by them anymore, or then you switching up, or you fake, or you're a traitor.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't win for losing in those situations. But I think it's exactly that. Nobody wants to see you do better than them.
Yeah. Couple more questions, bro. I know you got a busy schedule, but what do you have coming up in the future? Like, what's coming up pretty soon for you?
As far as shows, we got another show coming up. I think the 24th of October, if I'm not mistaken. It's supposed to be like maybe a little like an all red reunion show, I guess. With the Money Wave Empire team. So look out for that. I want the whole city to come out to that. It's gonna be a dope show. And
all right.
As far as projects I got some stuff coming, man. I got a lot of R&B coming out for the winter time. I like to do my R&B when it's cold outside,
the snuggle time.
Cuddle weather.
That's right. Cuddle season.
Cuddle weather. So I got a couple like joint projects with R&B coming out. I got a solo project with R&B coming out. I may have a collaborative pop project coming out, but stay tuned for that. I can't reveal too much of that.
I get it.
And then of course probably around maybe spring of next year, Lanes 2 is gonna be coming out. So
final question for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years musically?
5 years musically. You got the questions, man. You got the questions. In 5 years musically, I see myself comfortable, maybe. Hopefully comfortable. Hopefully with a label, independent. Hopefully doing bigger numbers, streaming wise. Hopefully with some kind of joint deal, maybe with a major label. I will not be signing my life away, but
I know that's right.
And hopefully with some signed artists that I can maybe produce for, write for, and collab with, somewhere around that area, like Master P range, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Trying to get there, but yeah, right there, man.
Well, cool, man. Listen, I want to thank you so much, bro. Like I said, we go back all the way to the Air Force days, and you are our very first artist on our artist series that we're doing for October. I couldn't think of the better person to have on, first of all, and shout out to Ben Rich. I know he couldn't make it on, but the whole All Red family, we appreciate y'all. But yo, do me a favor, bro, when you log off, if you can, just jump in the comments and post your Twitter handle, your Instagram, your put all your stuff out, because we want to make sure that we promote that, man, because we want to get some more eyes on you, bro. Like I told you, it's nothing but love from over here, bro. And I appreciate you taking the time to join the Slash Brothers podcast, man.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. It's a beautiful thing. It's for the culture. We need more stuff like this. Charlie V, man, I appreciate you having me too, man. Good to meet you. Absolutely. Ace, man, we still got to get that track together.
We got to link up. That's right. That's right.
You already know. You knew I was going to say it too, so.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, appreciate y'all brothers, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Much love, man.
Yeah, that was pretty dope, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I really, really, really appreciate that, man. Yeah. Boy, why bro?
I'm sitting here in this parking lot, and what's interesting about this, right? It's just, it's Friday night, so it almost has me thinking like not quite South Side, right? South Side. We would be on a Saturday, but what's crazy about this though, my dude, is that I'm talking about it is packed out here though, man. I'm talking about they got the They got. I'm pretty sure this isn't like one of those, like, Atlanta club things where they hold the line so that you can, make it look like it's packed on the outside. I've
Mhm.
been outside now for probably about 30 minutes or so, though, man, and it looked like it's like packed for real in real life. Inside of it, though, man, it's already a line outside in the parking lot to get in, though, man. I'm thinking this thing is gonna be max capacity, though, bro, and it's just all kids. Now, the crazy part about this, though, is right, is that I'm trying to figure out is like I want Landon because I didn't want to leave. Like I'm
Mhm.
not still not quite ready to drop him off yet, right? Which is crazy, right? Because we was getting dropped off in sixth
I'm gonna
grade.
say, I be dropping the girls off. I'll drop the girls off at the skate rink quick, bro.
So, the reason why I haven't gotten okay. So let me tell you, I haven't quite gotten comfortable with dropping Landon off yet because I don't know if his crew knows how to fight. Right now, that seems crazy, right? But like, I don't know. I know Landon can fight, right?
Yeah,
But if something pop off, right? I don't know if they go, how tight they are. Now, once he gets to that point,
yeah,
then I was like, okay, yeah. I wouldn't mind. But like there was like even when I think about that at Southside, when we was out there, occasionally there was some fights, you know what I'm saying? Occasionally. And so I just wonder if Landon's crew, because it's all about girls. Like I know that he was excited about coming today because I know that there's a bunch of girls that's
yeah.
supposed to be on up here, right? I know. And so I'm just wondering, like, all right, what if you kind of getting into it with somebody else or some girls hollering at you that some other dude want to holler at another, whatever though, man. I just don't know if Landon's crew, if all of them know how to fight like that, bro. So that's the reason why I'm not comfortable with dropping him off just yet, though, man.
I get that, and for me, you know how small Midwest City is. It's a hop, skip, and a jump to get right up to the skating rink for me. So if something were to pop off, I could get right up there to them. And the girls know how to get out the way. They not drama filled like that, so I feel pretty safe getting them up there. And plus, I feel like it's the karma, like you said, from the South Side days when we used to get dropped off. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. That's probably my number one thing is that I like I said, just don't know how them boys get down like that though, man. Like, and I get it, they only in sixth grade though, man. But when we used to go to South Side, man, I mean, you had when we used to go to South Side, we used to go at least five deep, five of us easily.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, we used to always be crewed up though. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the interesting thing. Like, we had a crew. If anything popped off, we was taking care of business. So yeah.
yeah, that's the primary thing that I'm just not sure on. But it does look pretty cool though, man. And the one thing about it is that Landon is here for like a middle school fundraiser. But I'm looking here, man, and I see a bunch of high schoolers, and I was like, it's so packed that I was like, all right, is this apparently it must be a multiple middle school kind of thing though, man, because it's deep though, bro. So I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
real
listen,
go ahead.
let me ask you this. So one thing I think that I find to be interesting though, bro, is that hang on one second. So did you see the announcement about the Super Bowl
I did. I
halftime
did.
show?
I did. Only person that I'm not super duper overly excited about is Mary J. Blige. And it's nothing against her. She can't sing live, in my opinion. But
What?
yeah, but the fact that it's probably not going to be live because it's the Super Bowl, it's probably going to be kind of pre-taped. So I'm cool with it.
It's not gonna be pre-tape, it's live.
No. I'm talking about like, for instance, when what's his name? What's my boy name? The
The
Weekend, right?
weekend.
He was lip singing.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna be what I'm saying. I think that this is gonna be a live show,
I
like
mean,
all the way live.
his was live too. But again, with the Super Bowl, they do stuff a little bit different. I think ever since the Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson fiasco, I think they kind of want to make sure that nothing pops off. So when I say pre-tape, I'm just saying like
some kind of delay.
Yeah, or the vocals are already there. They're just mostly lip singing.
I can see that. Like, the point is, so here's the thing. I think that is it. What I do find to be interesting, right, is that I am kind of surprised with Eminem actually. Like, I see the Dre, right? So for me, I would say, what if they had 50 Cent also come out? Because I'm just sitting here thinking like,
I think 50 is going to be the special guest.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, well, I was like, Eminem has some of them big songs, right? But I was just kind of like, Super Bowl, like what songs would M do? And so that was the thing that I was thinking. Like, I wasn't at all concerned with Snoop. I wasn't at all concerned with Mary J. I was mainly concerned about what songs M would do.
I'm not. Like, M used to perform at like all of the MTV Music Awards and all that type stuff. I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna surprise some people. Like, the thing is that because M's not doing like a versus, I think this is gonna remind people of his catalog. The other thing is, I
can see that.
The other thing with 50, I think it might be the money. I don't think they could afford 50.
I think Dr. Dre can.
Dr. Dre can, but this is not a Dr. Dre event though. What I'm saying is this, right? I could see 50 being a special guest, him coming out doing a verse or something, whatever. But I'm saying 50 though, right?
Do you think? I mean, hold on. Do you think do you think 50 is more expensive than M?
100%. Charles, listen.
No way. Now listen. If you can afford Eminem and Snoop Dogg, the NFL.
Charles, you're missing my point, bro. I'm not talking about the NFL having the money to do it. I'm talking about what 50 might be asking to do it. 50 now is almost an exec at this point with stars, right? He has 3 successful shows running. He started a multiverse with Power. He has other shows coming on Stars. Like, he is a mogul now. And I get it. You and I, we're not talking about what you and I think. We're talking about the symptom, what just like we talked about in the past about how people view what have you done for me lately. Like, while we know who Dre is and Mary J and Snoop, out of all of them that's mentioned in that particular group, Snoop is the most famous out of that crew, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's because Snoop is still mainstream, right? Dre and M and Mary J, they haven't really been that mainstream. The biggest thing that you've heard from Dre is about his divorce decree. That ain't nothing to do with music. It's nothing to do with entertainment. It's simply him get his personal life. So when you talk about 50, who is somebody else who's in the public light because of all of the stuff he's doing from an executive standpoint, he might be asking for a different price, is what I'm saying.
I guess my thing is that, listen, at the end of the day, to me, Dr. Dre is a billionaire himself. So if you can afford to have a billionaire come on there, surely whatever price 50 Cent's asking for isn't too much.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean what Dre is asking is the same thing, though. Is all I'm saying is
right. But I guess, but that's my thing, though, Ace. What I'm wondering is that why wouldn't Dr. Dre, who's a billionaire, why wouldn't his number be higher than everybody's, right? Because for me, no, go ahead.
Because it goes back to what I just said. What have you done for me lately? Again,
so that's not. So here's my thing, though, right? If you're a billionaire, right, then and maybe I'm off base in saying this, but to me, if you're a billionaire, then your time is worth more money, right? For something like that. So I would imagine that even though 50 Cent right now is the more relevant person, that would be like if you had Bill Gates as part of your halftime show, like just for Bill Gates to be there. His time, it would almost be like more expensive for him. It would be cheaper for him not to be there, right? So it has to be worth the while to have a billionaire there. So that's why I think that, like, I kind of see what you're saying, that 50 is the more, right now when in terms of pop culture. But I don't see why his cost would be, if you just thought, okay, he's doing so much that he just isn't available, or but I don't know, man. Nah, let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. if they were gonna put Usher or Chris Brown on the halftime show, who would be more expensive?
I don't know, man. Part of me want to say Usher, part of me want to say Chris Brown.
Right. But this is why I asked that question, because you and I are attached to Usher, right? And while he has a residency here in Vegas, you know what I'm saying? So it would take more to move his show, whatever the case may be. Chris Brown is more relevant than Usher right now. So you would think the asking price would be higher for you to get Chris Brown. Even though you
no, bro, no, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
So let me ask last question. So you trying to tell me relevancy has nothing to do with people's asking prices right now?
I don't think so, bro. It's not that. I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about not that it be a price, right? But I'm talking about, like, here's my thing. At the end of the day, it's almost like when Missy, right? When Missy was a special guest on the Super Bowl. Well, when she was out there, it was some people first time ever having seen Missy ever, right? In their life. And so they were like, oh yeah, this girl was up there killing it. So I say that to say that I'm just saying, like, as part of just being a part of the show, I don't think that I don't think that the NFL, I don't think that there's anybody for the NFL who would be too expensive for the Super Bowl show. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've already had Prince as part of the show, you know, then that to me is up there. Like, I mean, music wise and entertainment wise, I like this. I don't really see why the NFL would be like, you know what, man, 50 Cent said that it's going to take him $250,000 to go ahead and get up there. That's too much. But we're going to pay Dr. Dre $200 because he asked for $50,000 less. Like, I just don't think that if you can afford Eminem, if you can afford Snoop Dogg, if you can afford all these other people who are musically more accomplished than him, then I don't see why it would be about pricing. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just thinking. I understand that the NFL has that bank, right? But at the same time, if like you said, if he's asking for that much and you can get everybody else for the same price, I don't know. I like I said, I really, at the end of the day, I think 50 is gonna show up. I think he's gonna be their special guest. It would make sense for them not to be to bring him up, seeing that he is the most relevant out of that crew outside of Snoop. So I mean, it makes sense to me. But I mean, overall, I'm excited about the show. It is definitely going to be legendary to have a hip hop R&B style show. Typically, they always throw like a rock band or something in there, but the fact that they're celebrating Dre and the accomplishments that all of them have had, I think it's gonna be crazy. And I think M is gonna surprise some people, bro. I really do.
I'm gonna tell you what would be dope, right? What I think would be dope is if them boys brought out the Tupac hologram and they did California Love with the Tupac hologram, bro. That would be fire, bro.
Yeah.
Or if they even did the Tupac hologram and then To Live and Die in LA, like, that would be fire. Or even if Snoop Dogg brought out a Nate Dogg hologram, like, that would be fire, dude.
Oh, you've been watching way too much Wild 'N Out talking about these holograms.
If Nick Cannon can do it, bro, surely the NFL can do a better one.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what you call it? What's the place? That big kind of concert out in LA starts
Coachella.
with yeah, they the ones did the hologram first.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And you know what? Going to Coachella is on my bucket list of things that I want to do, man. It's one of the things I wanted to. I knew somebody who I worked with somebody who actually went to Coachella, though, man. So it's crazy.
Yeah, one day we got to be performing at that month.
Got to be performing there, man. That's part. You know what? To keep it 1,000 though, bro. Like, that's part of the reason why I don't I wouldn't have pressed going. Like, out here in Atlanta, right? They have there's two big concert series out here, right? So the radio station's thing, Birthday Bash, and Birthday bash is the one thing that's incredible that I remember about the birthday bash. Two things right stood out. I remember Young Jock. Young Jock basically having said, yeah, man, you know it's funny. I've been going to birthday bashes since they've been having them in Atlanta, right? And he
Mhm.
said, I was just thinking, like, I'm gonna perform there one of these days. I'm gonna perform there one of these days anyway. And when he actually got out and had it's going down, when it's going down came out in Atlanta. I mean, it was incredible time though, man. So he performed that out there and killing it. And the other time I remember birthday bash being like super dope was Yola the Great. Yola the Great came out and he only had one song that I ain't gonna give up. No, I ain't gonna get up. No, I ain't gonna give up. So he performs this song, right? And had the performance of the night. And on that ticket, Jay-Z was on there, all of Rockefeller was on there at their peak. And so Yola gets up there and performed that song though, man. And it was incredible. And it was the only birthday bash that I went to. And then the other one outside of that, the series that they have here, is Music Midtown. And Music Midtown is almost like Coachella, where they have a long list of performances at different times and everything like that, though, man. Um, but it's one of those things, though, bro, that where I was like, yeah, I would love to perform at Music Midtown, man. It's a big deal out here, though, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's dope, man. I'm I definitely, that's something I want to do, is be able to perform in Atlanta, bro. Uh
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
be crazy.
And listen, the thing that's interesting, though, man, that this is the problem that a lot of artists have with performing in Atlanta, to be quite honest with you, right? Is that so you have to think, though, in Atlanta, right? People really don't realize, and I don't think people can really fathom the amount of talent that's in Atlanta, right? So it's like what you see on radio, street, these new artists that come out from Atlanta and everything like that. It's literally a fraction of the amount of people who actually do music here regularly that you don't hear, that never, you know what I'm saying, that never transpires to some big following. But in Atlanta, they still do shows regularly. They still pump music here regularly. They still are very, it's still a very big local music scene though, right? And so because that's the case though, what makes it difficult in Atlanta to perform is that when you perform here, because everybody in Atlanta knows somebody who does music, right?
Mhm.
And it's like it doesn't take you can you might you would be hard pressed to come across somebody who you can ask somebody, somebody who do music and they can tell you right off the cuff, I got this cousin, a friend, or whatever. But because there's so many people that do music here, right? It's like, well, it's talent isn't the thing. What can you do to entertain me, right? So when you do a show in Atlanta, I think that I've always heard a lot of major artists say that, yeah, if you rock Atlanta, then you can rock anywhere because Atlanta, it's nothing to see talent, right? So you got to really kill a show in Atlanta for you to really, impress a crowd, though, bro. So yeah, man, and then the fact that you have these big show, everybody comes here, right? And so I think that when what you see in terms of pop culture and popularity, bro, and who's popping, it's a small half millifraction, millisecond, or whatever the phrase is, of the amount of people that do music in Atlanta, though, bro. It truly is a music industry city, bro. And
Yeah, it makes sense.
it's a good and bad thing, though. Great for when you see the people who blow, then you know that it really is because they're talented. But if you come and try to backdoor somebody who's a local artist who got the same talent, like, you got to kill it. You got to entertain, though, bro.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Look,
But I think you would kill a show out here, though, man. I'm hoping. I'm hoping to get out to the state fair, man. I got a link with Brittany Rowe to see when she's performing out there, though, man. But I would love to see her show, though, man. Love to see her set.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely backdoor her and find how she got on to that one, because I'd like to try to get on for next year. Uh to be out there for the state
Yeah.
fair. So
What's
yeah.
good with you for the weekend, man?
For the weekend, bro, it's gonna be a low-key weekend. You know what I'm saying? Sarah hasn't been doing too well, so I'm gonna be basically nursing her back to health all weekend. Try to get her to chill out, and then you know the girls, they already planning to go to football games, and man, I ain't doing nothing but chilling.
I
Yep.
think this weekend, man, it should be cool. I got Landon's party tomorrow. Can't wait to see his face when he see these J's though, bro. And then of course I can't wait to and this was funny too, man, because he already has some birthday stuff, clothes and everything like that match it. So I don't think there's gonna be no delay in him wearing these. Like he was waiting, he was trying to wait to hit these boys with the what's called. I think he might fool around and slide with these J's on Monday, bro, because he got some Chicago Bulls shorts that I knew he probably can't wait. And he also got some his favorite store is Route 21, right?
It's my spot.
Yeah, he heavy. I mean, Route 21, bro, is he don't have to go to no other store. He'll go and Route. So he got birthday money, and then he also got gift cards to Route 21. So I'm sure he's ready to go ball out. So yeah, this weekend, man, we celebrate Landon this weekend though, man. So I'm looking forward to it, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Well, look, man, I know it was a shorter pod today, but I definitely wanted to get you in and out so you can spend that quality time with the fam. We definitely had to make sure we do the pod today. Special thanks to again for YO for checking in for our first edition of the artist series for the month of October. And anything else before we get out of here?
No, listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook page. Every episode is streamed at the same time. That is it, bro.
All right, let's get it.
Let's do it.
It doesn't matter what your name
The
is.
Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you dig
of all
it,
time.
sucker?